A week on from the Hungarian Grand Prix, Formula One heads into the summer break. It's round 14 of the most famous circuit of all. We're at the Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps in the Ardennes Forest of Belgium. It's round 14 of the season then, and 7 different winners in the opening 13 races. Piastri's victory in Hungary means that now Verstappen's not won since June of the Spanish Grand Prix. But we're in for an interesting round because here in Belgium, it's Max's sort of home race along with Lando Norris. It could be interesting what those two get up to. After this summer break before the Netherlands in August, then over to September with Italy, Azerbaijan and Singapore. October takes us back to the United States at the Circuit of the Americas, followed then by Mexico. November takes us to Sao Paulo and the streets of Las Vegas, whereas December rounds us out in the deserts with Qatar and Abu Dhabi. In the Drivers' Championship, Max Verstappen leads 265 points. Lando Norris and Charles Leclerc second and third, 180 and 162. Sainz moves up to fourth and Piastri in fifth. Hamilton now overtakes Perez for 1 point difference for sixth. Russell eighth. Alonso Stroll rounds out the top 10. No change on the second page. Tsunoda now level on points with Hülkenberg on 22. Ricciardo is on 11 points. Behrman and Gasly still on 6 with Magnussen 5, 4 for Albon, 3 for Ocon. Still no points for Zhou Guanyu, Logan Sargent or Valtteri Bottas. In the Constructors' Championship, Red Bull lead the way to McLaren 389 to 338. Ferrari have 322. They're cleared to Mercedes on 241. Aston Martin more than half clear to RB 69 to 33, but it's Haas who are closing in the RB team. Alpine comfortably in 8th as well. They're ahead to Williams 9 to 4. Sauber still no points to their name. Let's take a look around the Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium. It's been on the calendar since 1950, it's one of the originals as well, and over 7 kilometres, it's the longest track on the calendar. Get a good exit out the last corner and boot it hard across the line down towards turn 1 at La Source as well. Heavy braking zone all the way down into third gear. Hug the inside line as well. Let the car drift out. Use all available curb as you head downhill on the original start-finish straight before you head to Eau Rouge, the red water. Hit the bottom at Eau Rouge, rise up the hill as you reach the top of the crest at Raidillon. The car unsettles itself as it sort of balances out, and then you start. Open up the DRS as you head down the Camel Straight all the way down towards the Lecombe chicane. 8th gear, flat out, hit the brakes at 100km boards, flick the car in 4th gear, ride the curbs as you come in towards Malmedy. Keep on the throttle as well. You can now pretty much take it flat out as you head downhill towards Ravage. Nice double apex corner as you try to loop it back up. Coming through now, Jochen all the speakers corner, flicks through as well. Take a wide exit because now you're going to effectively go downhill towards Puong. Flick the car in, drop down to 6th gear from 8th. Maximum throttle through the second half as well. You can take all the speed as you come up towards the Fagnes chicane. Down from 8th gear all the way, full in 5th gear as well. Maybe pull down to 4th depending on what the grip is like as well as you approach the fearsome Stavolo as well. Flick the car in, mid-power exit, full power as you come round the curve to Port Frere 1 and then up towards curve to Port Frere 2. This used to be an original part of the street circuit here as well. It's the entrance of the circuit as you fly through the second half as you approach Blanchimont. Flat out, hug the inside line as well, flick the car in and hope for the best. The bus stop chicane then as well, down all the way to 2nd gear. 2, the one to the right, 1 to the left, back on the accelerator at the exit, DRS open as you cross the line, and that is a lap of the Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium. It's the longest, it's the toughest, it's the best race on the calendar. Welcome to the Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps here in Belgium for first practice of the 2024 Belgium Grand Prix. Hello everybody, well here we are then, one more race before the summer break and it is going to be absolutely fantastic because we've had 4 different race winners in the last 4 races. Verstappen, then it was Russell, Hamilton and now Piastri. In the opening 13 races we've had 7 different winners, more than any other in the last 2 years combined. We really are in for a great weekend here at Spa where rain is again going to play a factor. JT's alongside me in the commentary box as well. Megan's on her way. JT, here we go then. What are you thinking as we come into Spa? It's going to be a great weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. It really is going to be a great weekend. But one thing that I think literally everyone at the track and not at the track is looking at, and that is the rain radar. Because, well, Spa is known for its rain and... well, there's lots coming, apparently.
Yep, lots coming for tomorrow, lots coming for practice 2 later on. Right now, though, for this session, I'm delighted to say that it is in dry conditions as well. So that's going to be something to keep an eye on as well here for the Belgium Grand Prix. Practice 2 underway, 3:45. Practice 3, 11:15. Qualifying 2:45. Lights out for Belgium Grand Prix at 2. We're on air from 1. Here it comes then. It's the first practice session for the Belgium Grand Prix. So much to discuss. It's coming up now. Last one then before the summer break. Over to Spa-Francorchamps. It's the longest circuit on the Formula 1 calendar and it used to be between 3 villages of Spa. Then we went down as well towards where Malmedy was. And then, of course, guess what? Stavelot. Yeah, this amazing circuit looks a bit like a hot glue gun, people have been saying, or a Star Trek phaser. Either way, it cuts through the Ardennes forest. And it's got its own microclimate. 3 sectors, which are each over 3 kilometres long. It's a really long circuit as well. 359.4 kilometres an hour top speed. 19 turns, all with names as well to contend with. Pirelli, naturally, bringing as well with them the middle range tyre compounds, hard C2, medium C3, soft C4. Used to be the hardest, but we've got a new asphalt down here at Spa in certain areas, so it's going to give it a little bit better grip and estimated as well at around about 2 seconds a lot faster than it was last year as well. It's round 14 of the season then. 11 races to go in the 2024 World Championship. 7 different winners in the opening 13 races. Megan Birch and Josh T alongside me in commentary here as well. And I think, Megan, as well, everyone's thinking the same thing. What on earth is Spa going to bring this weekend as well? Look how high the desks are for the commentators. It's not like ours at the moment, but we're really in for a really fascinating session. Anything can happen this weekend.
I really hope chaos happens because I love Spa. It's amazing. And especially when it rains because that just brings chaos. And there are many things I can think of. It does look like a hot glue gun. It also looks like a pickaxe, but also looks like a whale from a certain point of view. And also, if you look at it from this angle, it looks like a penguin swimming through the sea with its fins. Just like, how like that?
Laser tag gun as well, guys.
That's the one, yeah, laser tag gun. I perfectly go for the Star Trek phaser.
A drill?
A drill as well, yeah. Or one of those screwdrivers as well. There you go. Yeah, it's all sort of going up there as well. JT, here we go. That's nice to have you here on a Friday for a change. And we're back at Spa. Looks a bit better than it did last year when it was still under construction with the redevelopments. But brand new grandstands, about 10,000 more seats added in. Capacity crowd here as well. We'll be mad to lose this one from the calendar, won't we? It's only got 2025. But yeah, it's fantastic, this place, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely it is. Summer holidays has been absolutely amazing, and what has also been good, which you don't like, especially when they run at night, is the typhoons have been down this way for exercise flash bang, and I've been testing my radio, and I can pick them up on my radio. New livery for Alpine this week. Knock off Ferrari. It looks good.
Yes, they've got because Ryan Reynolds is a part team owner as part of the conglomeration they've got there as well. This weekend, the Alpines are in a red, black and yellow livery to promote the new third Deadpool film, Deadpool Wolverine.
It suits them.
Are you free later on tonight? Because we were supposed to be going and we still can go if you want to.
Is it today or tomorrow?
It's today, it would be ideal.
We shall see. Because honestly, it has not been mentioned in the past couple of days.
Yes, but I know you might have forgotten. But it's out today. So
I know.
it's like, do you want to go today?
I don't know. I feel like
Well,
it'll all
we're
be.
finally aged.
I feel like it'll all be booked up.
Nah, it's not. So if you want to go see it, let me
How
know.
much is it?
Be about £8 each.
Cheaper than I thought.
What?
Cheaper than I thought.
Yeah. Green lights on, and we're underway for this practice session. So we go out there on the circuit. Russell's coming out there, so is Hamilton, Verstappen. Might need to adjust the size of them on the circuit, though, because we're not in Hungary anymore. But yeah, other news to do with the Alpine, of course. That was announced yesterday. Also on Wednesday. It's one of those 2 days, isn't it? But Esteban Ocon is joining Haas on a multi-year contract to join Ollie Behrman as a new driver lineup. Now,
Wait, what?
yeah, so I can at Haas, yeah, Esteban Ocon and Ollie Behrman as the two Haas drivers next year.
Ollie's going to be...
Yeah, we knew that in Hungary.
I
In
didn't!
Hungary, yeah.
You seem to have forgotten that information to tell me.
I told you, and you were in the commentary box for it.
I do not remember that.
Yeah, Kevin Magnussen's leaving Haas, of course. He's finding a seat.
So that means one of the lot
you
here are
talk,
gone.
Well, you did talk about it. You said about Magnussen. Hopefully, he can find a seat in practice one. Just how how nobody picked me up last week when I said that Oscar Piastri is the first Australian Grand Prix winner since 2012 with Mark Webber, completely forgetting about Daniel Ricciardo's Grand Prix victories as well, despite the fact I mentioned he won at Hungary and I mentioned his last Grand Prix win in 2021 at Monza. So,
Do you know
yeah.
Oscar and Lando were the youngest top two ever.
Really?
Yeah, they're the youngest.
Somehow that doesn't surprise me.
Also,
Yeah,
I do not know where Sainz is going, and I'm worried that he is the one that's going to be, like, thrown out. And I'm not happy about that.
Rumour is as well that he's going
Better be going to Williams or Mercedes.
Yeah.
One of these lot are gone, and it's just like a guessing game from those who are currently out of contract of who it is.
Sorry, everyone. It's going to be a bit of a pain over the weekend as well. My hands, if you're wondering why they're bandaged. I have something. Right, I suffer with eczema, right, and something has severely irritated both my hands to the point.
Silence.
Nothing there.
It's golden.
Esteban Ocon's got so frustrated with the team that they've cut his microphone off.
He's prank calling them.
Yeah, he is. So I something over the last few days has irritated my hands no end, and it's taken all the skin off my hands.
So now he's imitating a mime.
Yeah, I am bandaged up and wearing protective gloves that irritate the hell out of me.
Doesn't help that the other day he was wearing a black shirt.
Yeah, so if Megan here as well, she's going to get used to being punched a little bit over the week. Like just like, or squeezing because I'm really annoyed. I have a chair
And
here
Joshua
that I
will
can
have to
hit.
get used to me doing this.
Yeah, so I'm wearing these for a while. I can take the gloves off every now and then. It's just that my palms irritate me now for some reason. This is Esteban Ocon. The Wi-Fi's gone off. On his practice start. This is why he called the radio, Megan.
Oh, that's fine.
Couldn't get it into gear.
He's just like, oh no, I've been passed by a McLaren. And a Red Bull.
Red Bull let by. Thought it was a bollard, but it's actually the alternative pit end. Those had a spin at La Source. We had a brief yellow flag in
funny.
that sector. So I think we've had Ricardo go off at La Source. Let's take a look. So it's rear, watch the rear to go on acceleration, turns in, accelerates, gets to the curb. It's on a sausage curb, Megan, he just loses it towards the barrier.
Uh-oh. And he landed in completely the opposite way.
Did it?
Parked it perfectly in line with the attenuator. Look,
He did.
True.
there you go. Bang.
That is beautiful from Daniel Ricciardo, who is, of course, hopeful that he will get further Formula 1 drives. Of course, he was returned at Hungary last year. And now, hopefully, he won't lose out on his drive. Sergio Perez has got the gyro cam here, by the way, this weekend.
I've got an awful feeling that it's Magnussen.
Of what?
I don't know who's going. I'm trying to figure it out.
Going where? Out of Formula 1?
Yeah.
Well, Hulkenberg signed with Sauber, so he's safe. It's either Sainz or Magnussen at the moment. Throwing in Zhou Guanyu and Valtteri Bottas as well.
What about Danny Rick?
Danny Rick's not under contract, so Danny Rick's under it too. There's a lot of...
Perez is likely.
Perez...
It's a possibility. I
He
mean, he is
could be
100
kicked.
points behind.
Yeah. He could be kicked as well.
This could be his last performance. Really.
Yeah. Okay.
Everyone's talking.
Our cameras have crashed. I don't know how,
my.
but our cameras have crashed and are not connected.
Friday.
Yeah, so... Yeah, that's a bit of a weird one. I looked down and they weren't working. There we go.
Yeah, we're on.
Even JT's had a crash.
The camera's just not liking us today.
I don't know how that's... it's just... It's systems, honestly.
Why is... Okay, this must be like a typo. Hold on.
There we go.
Replay of... That's a lot of
Whoa, look
movement
at
from the
this.
front wing.
Ooh, flexy from Russell.
Yeah. Also, for some reason, Joe started saying sock one. I think he must only have one sock on.
Could you just... No, clean the tips for me? The things you have to do when you can't. Thank you, Megan. You want to laugh? She's doing the cooking later. You have to cook it. I'll tell you what to do, but
As long as I have instructions, I'm a good cook.
It's going to be a bit ratatouille.
I'm a better baker than I am a cook.
You've got to slice 3 chicken breasts.
You showed me how to do that last time.
You have to dice
kind
an
of.
onion, 2 onions, and then you have to put it all in the pot for me while I turn it on.
Onion. Cut.
Yeah? Cut down. To dice an onion, cut it down the centre.
Don't cut the core of the onion.
Should we stream it? I think that'd be that would be hilarious.
Like filming the cooking.
Let's stream it, yeah. Look at that then. Lewis Hamilton last time at the Hungarian Grand Prix. 200 podiums now.
Woo.
45 clear. Michael Schumacher on 155. Vettel 122. Verstappen 107. One ahead of Prost. And Alonso 106 apiece. Raikkonen at 103.
I just love that Stappen's already like halfway through that order board.
Yeah, and he's only had a competitive car really since 2021. Yeah.
He's managed that
Yeah.
in that short a time.
Well, I'm not liking the fact that Verstappen's on the hard tyres. Only 1 second clear of Piastri. He's out there on the mediums. So it's a 144, 706 at the moment.
I think Piastri must be just saving the tyres.
Yeah, just a touch. It's Mick Schumacher. I wonder if he's going to get a drive anywhere in Formula 1 this year as well. That's
I hope not. That means 2 are gone.
Yeah. It's going to be a different year next year. It really is.
But again, it would be 1 returning, so...
Don't forget, we've got exactly the same grid as we did in the second half of last year now.
I know. You get attached.
You do. It's like the same cast members, and then all of a sudden you get changed over.
They're just like, we're so attached to you, and then boom! New characters.
You can turn that fan on if you don't mind.
And the new characters end up getting rid of the old ones.
Let's go down to 10 in the pit lane with Deadpool.
The nose cone out, and can you see this nice metal bracket on the front of the chassis? That indicates they're going to have to lift the car up. To do that, the driver needs to get out, and to do that means that it looks like at least half an hour's fix of this Alpine. So, yeah, it looks worse and worse as time goes on. I'm very sorry to say. By the way, Daniel Ricciardo, Karun Bernie Rach, didn't pit after that flat spot tyre, so he looks like he's happy to continue. Do we know how big a flat spot that was? Will it be shaking those lovely teeth of his out of his gums?
There we go. Piastri's that time's looking good.
Yeah, middle sector's okay, isn't it? First 2 sectors are improving.
Faster?
Yeah. Verstappen's
not sector 2 though.
Verstappen's a 1:44.550.
Oh, slow sector 3.
Yeah, let's see. Piastri's going to stay second, isn't he? 7/10 off the pace. It's a 1:45.2.
In fairness, he's closed that gap a bit to 7/10. Yeah.
Need
Oh, gas and fourth. Keep that noise.
need to get this.
Where is he?
Hang on a minute.
And I can't wait, to be starting our collaboration together. It's a long story that I have with Ayao. It's been, my first race engineer in Formula 1. I did the test with him 10 years ago, back then at Lotus. And I was for sure delighted to be seeing the project that they're having and where they're heading to. Well, you will see they have big plans, in advance. They are already, having a great upward trajectory, throughout this season and throughout, the last season. They've been performing extremely well as, a small group, with the team. And they are, just doing better than teams with more than 1,000 people. So it is super impressive, and I hope that we can do great things together.
When you say great things, are podiums the next targets for Haas, and realistic ones?
Step by step. I think it's important to, keep that upward trajectory as they are having. I will be doing my best to lead that and hopefully, give them, more information and more things that they need, to be able to perform on a better level than what they are doing now. But already, it's been super impressive what they are doing and the improvement that they have made.
Megan.
Leclerc, fourth.
And Sainz fifth. 1.1 off his pace as well, yeah.
No, if these are the top 4 on Sunday, that's a good.
JT.
Was that Esteban Ocon getting doubled interviewed by Slater and Brooks?
Yes, which made it even more confusing listening to it.
Apparently he has to have podiums. Is it a wet weather race?
It will be. It's rain coming. Verstappen stopped.
Then there's a chance.
Where was Verstappen? It said he stopped at the top on the track.
Why was his thing red?
He said he stopped at the track. So is Perez. Both Red Bulls, but Norris too.
What is wrong with them all?
They're all going through what looks like a radar.
Timing.
Yeah, it's a radar black spot coming through Stavolo at turn 14.
That ain't good. Oh, one of them's going to crash there.
Or
Hamilton's
they're going so slow that it's saying that they're
yeah.
stopped.
Yeah, they were going a bit too slow, weren't they? Hamilton up to second, 6 tenths off the pace of Verstappen. Adam says, hello Adam, am I covering some of the Olympics for USON this year? I am. I'm doing some cycling, doing some rowing.
Starts today, despite the
2 days
incident.
before. Yes, I saw it, yeah. I'm doing some, I think I'm doing some rowing, I'm doing some athletics, I'm doing some fencing, I'm doing some cycling.
Oh, God.
And I'm also doing the women's volleyball. Look, I joked about it when I said about it on the commentary, and then Matthew said, "Do you want to do it?" I said, "Yeah, go on."
I love watching the Olympics. Opening ceremonies tonight. What time?
5:30 to 10. So I take it, do you want to go to Deadpool tomorrow? Fair dues. Fine, we'll do Deadpool tomorrow night.
We don't miss the opening ceremonies of the Olympics.
We'll have to take the bus though, because Luke's not here.
When?
Tomorrow, because Luke's not here, so we'll have to take the bus.
I don't want to take a bus.
Also,
We'll just have to go tonight.
I was supposed to be on the call from 9 o'clock with them. Megan's giving me. I was supposed to be on part of the opening ceremony call. Well, he's asked me, but I haven't said yes yet because I knew we might be at Deadpool. Megan's looking at me now with a face of thunder.
There's only one answer to this, and I'll give you a hint to what.
Is the beach volleyball or indoor volleyball? Beach volleyball. The best one. I used to play beach volleyball as well.
Put me anywhere near sand and I'll run away.
That's why you're covering the indoor. Actually, if you want,
No, I enjoy watching the Olympics.
yeah, but you could do the archery. You could commentate on the archery for them.
Could also do the fencing, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, that's true. 144.524 for Verstappen to go top. What are you doing, JT? Have they dragged? I know him. Have Matthew dragged you into anything for Olympic coverage?
I've literally just checked my messages, and I'm guessing this is the same as you. 3:30 or 4 p.m. Eastern.
Yes. So if JT does it, we can
Yeah.
go down tonight, Deadpool. I can't wait. I love Deadpool.
When are we having
I've
tea?
said
Early.
I've said yes, so
Oh.
you can, Josh.
Oh, thank you, JT. See, look, JT's there. Although I love the Olympics. Now,
So do I.
here's the thing. Actually, I'll take this opportunity to say it now as well. There are going to be a couple of new JB Motorsports channels coming out as Alonso improves time on position, stays 13th for the 146.3. We've got JB Motorsports. That's going to now be pretty much a four-wheel motorsport campaign. We've got JB Motorsports 2, which is going to have the two wheels. So MotoGP is going to shift over there.
Kind of makes sense given the two.
Yeah, and then also we're going to have the World Superbikes, the British Superbikes as well, the Northern Ireland TTs, and the Dutch, and we'll have also the Isle of Man TT coming through. That's all going to be there. Floor coming off of Esteban Ocon's car, but he's still set in it. I can see with the Wolverine livery coming on. So the new floor for Esteban. And also we'll be having the World WCR
They
Championship.
were quite slow blocking that.
They really were quite slow blocking. I want to have. We'll
given
take
up.
some photos of that. Yeah. So the World WCR Championship next year also will be covered because it moves next year to join the MotoGP ballot. So that will be on JB Motorsports 2. JT will be taking some of the British super bikes as well.
S1, turn 8.
What did you say, Ryan? Please don't. I didn't get what you said, but don't speak in fast stuff.
S1
turn 8, yeah. So Brian, don't speak in the fast laps. Yeah, so JT will probably be taking some of the British superbikes because that's his area. There'll be other members of the team joining in, and yeah, and then also there'll be a third channel that's coming soon that we're going to create. We're not going to announce the name of it yet, otherwise somebody will take it and do it before we can get there. But there'll be a third channel where we will throw all of the additional content, like the stuff we do on USRN, that we want to bring over here. So things like Wimbledon, the US Open, the tennis tournaments as well. We'll have football coverage from the FA Cup, Premier League as well, coming through, and the really big matches that we all want to cover. Cricket's going to go on there as well. And then hopefully as well in 2 years' time we'll be covering the Winter Olympics, and then we'll be covering the Summer Olympics in 4 as well. So we're taking this Olympics and sort of like jotting down what we can do, figuring out how we could broadcast it, getting the Olympic plan together and coming in a couple of years' time and doing it all then. But yeah, so, and then also things like the V8 supercars, the Clipsal, and then things like that. All the races we don't usually cover, like Macau and things like that, we'll throw on that channel. So it becomes a bonus additional content, but that'll be where you can see football commentaries like World Cups, Euros, things like that, Premier League matches, FA Cups and all that lot. And Tom Dillon's already said that he'd love to do some of that, and he's getting some teams together as well. And that's our new sort of coverage coming in as well. Oh, and Omi's doing Freca final there too. Yeah, Omi said that this morning. So, and yes, Megan, if you wanted to, you can also throw whatever you want to commentate on there as well. Because I know there's some sports you like that you said you wanted to cover. I can't remember what now off the top of my head you said you wanted to cover in the past, but you have. Rugby. That's it. You wanted to do
American
the American football. You said you wanted to do the. You really enjoy the American football.
I do enjoy American football very much. I love the Super Bowls.
Well, things like that. The Super Bowl will be covered, but that's already covered by the amazing team at USRN, so we'll just piggyback their coverage.
And we have traditions.
Tradition, yeah. And bottoming out through the high speed, says Pierre Gasly as well, to come through. Yeah, our tradition consists of crisps, foods, chicken, and sweets, chocolates, and, what was it, half a bottle of whiskey?
Yeah. He's scared of me when I drink whiskey.
Only because you took so much of mine during mine.
I was fine, too.
You drank about 4 or 5 glasses of it. No, it was more than that, wasn't it? By the end of it, you just down in the bottle, if I remember correctly.
It was 7. Including 1 double.
Adam does say here that the NFL season is around the corner. You know that, and you've already got the Sky channel ready.
Coincidentally, just as House of the Dragon finishes...
It comes on.
Yeah.
See? So that's Megan sorted for late nights. Both fans of San Francisco with the 49ers. So I'm looking good to that. Amy says, time to do WWE. Oh, God, if we did... Actually, we can't do WWE, as Alexander Albon puts a wheel on the gravel through Jackie Hicks at turn 9.
They all know exactly what's going to happen anyway, so...
Yeah. But things like boxing matches as well, that we've wanted to do, we can cover there as well, like with watch-alongs. So, yeah. So, just big things that we've wanted to cover but can't cover because we're stuck under a motorsport banner.
Yeah.
Still don't know if we're calling that JB...
Nope, we're not saying the name.
You stopped me there.
Yeah.
I was just thinking because I can't remember what we're calling it.
I still don't understand how I can drink whiskey with a straight face.
I don't know either. Nobody knows how it comes through. JT, what are you going to be covering on
Easy.
the bonus channel?
Well, Superbikes, as you mentioned.
Well, that's on 2. That's on 2.
Oh, yeah, of course it is. What am I thinking? I don't know. Maybe truck racing?
Oh, good idea. Yeah. I'd like to do a couple. Obviously, like Le Mans and what do you call it? That'll stay on the first channel, obviously. Sky going to an ad break, so it's time for our first time this weekend to head over to BBC Radio 5 Live as well. I do love when I get the information now as well through my ears. I was also thinking, what are you doing tomorrow morning? For practice, I know you're already
Probably
in practice.
washing up.
You're in practice 3 anyway at 11:30. I'm just thinking because we've got
News to me.
What, you're in every F1 session this weekend.
No, I mean the time.
Oh right. I was just thinking.
I just go into the day without a clue what's going to happen.
Well, for here it's 12:30 and 4. That's when you need to be in here. So
When are we having tea?
5. I'm cooking at 5. We'll have it at 6. Oh wow.
When are we
Where's the
going to
movie?
third? I don't know.
Wait.
When is Luke back?
Not Sunday.
Sunday. Shall we just go Monday?
No, because it's like days and you'll see spoilers.
Avoid the spoilers. We'll just go Monday when he is back. And the motorsport season
Piastri,
for
Leclerc
the
is
week
fifth.
is over.
Right, okay. Let's get over to Harry Benjamin.
Is eighth.
Yeah.
They all set their times on the median tyre. Albon and Perez round out the top 10. Now,
Summer break.
Rosanna, we saw a couple of slow-mo replays earlier when the session got underway of both Red Bulls, and I swear their front wings are about to come flying off. Both Mercedes, I should say. I swear why do I keep saying Red Bulls? Their front wings were flying off. I've got Red Bull on the brain, but I want to talk Mercedes.
Would you like me to clarify what's going on there?
Yes, please.
So you're right. The front wings of the Mercedes looked a little bit like they were moving, maybe flexing in F1 terminology. But I've had a little chat with the team, and they think that actually that was slightly misleading, the montage that you and Beck were watching in the commentary box, because they think they were using a lap where George was attacking over the curbs compared to the others who were either on consecutive or, in Red Bull's case, a slow lap. So they don't think that their wings are flexing any more than anyone else's, Your Honour. So that's the answer from Mercedes. But yeah, obviously one to watch. And just picking up on the Esteban Ocon story, guys, it was here, wasn't it, in 2017 when he and his teammate at the time, Sergio Perez, in Force India at the time, they had a little run-in together. And what I would say about Ocon is he's a very friendly chap. When the microphone's out, he's lovely and chatty, always asks how I am, wants to hear what I've been up to. But there is something that he does to rile up his teammates. And I do wonder how it's going to be when it's him against Oliver Behrman, a new young rookie. And I do wonder how that relationship's going to play out. Will Oliver Behrman yield to his more mature, more experienced teammate, or will we see the fight between them develop early on when they start together next year at Haas? It's going to be an interesting one. But yes, Ocon, perhaps a sort of, not a split personality as such, but maybe just when the helmet's on, turns into a bit more of an attacking beast.
Yeah, I can't see Esteban Ocon being the kind, endearing mentor that Oliver Behrman might be hoping he would turn into. But hey, Formula One's full of surprises. Who knows? Just to come back on that flexi wing thing, so Mercedes denying they are flexing. Just to bring up speed, the FIA is actually using new checks for flexi wing tricks at this Grand Prix during the practice session. Some of the cars will have had to fit a new camera for practice, just so the FIA can monitor how flexy some of these wings are getting. So that is an ongoing issue that the FIA is constantly looking into. So just worth keeping that in the back of your mind.
Livery for the Alpine.
Thank you very much to come into it as well, guys, over there on BBC. Megan's just stepped out to get us a drink of Coke. But JT and Omi as well. Just looked at the times. Don't think Megan's going to want to go to the 6 o'clock one, because that means we won't be able to eat dinner. Don't think she's want to go to the 7:30 one either, because that means that she's not going to be able to get home until about 10:30, 11 o'clock. So all good there, isn't it? But yeah, Verstappen on 1:44.5. I mean to it. This is what happens when you let Megan decide on the running order. So there's Danny Rick. Is he going to head back out? Give me a quick run through the order if you're listening to us on the radio. It's Verstappen, top, 1:44.524. Russell second, Hamilton third, Piastri fourth, Leclerc fifth, Norris is sixth, Sainz seventh, Gasly eighth, Albon ninth, Perez runs out the top 10, Stroll's 11th, Bottas is 12th, 13th for Alonso, 14th for Ricciardo, 15th Hülkenberg, 16th Tsunoda, 17th Zhou, 18th Sargent, 19th Magnussen, and Ocon has us in 20th place at the moment. Russell, Verstappen and Norris, Piastri now out on the circuit. Russell's coming through Pouhon, Verstappen's down the Kemmel Straight, Norris and Piastri are coming through Eau Rouge and up to Radion at the moment. Kevin Magnussen booting himself to come back in as well. Question time to our pundits as well. Who's going to be our 8th winner this year? Will it be Sergio Perez? So I'll start with you, JT.
No, it will not be Perez.
Fairs. This is going to be fun. Where's yours? Oh, thank you, Megan. I feel like a waiter wearing these. So it's not going to be Perez. Who would you put it as then?
See, this is where I try and remember everyone who's won a race. I don't know.
It's very simple. Russell, Hamilton, Piastri, Norris, Leclerc, Sainz, Verstappen. That's it. Currently, your top 7, JT, they have won races this year. It's quite easy, actually.
Yeah, it could be Perez if he... But then Verstappen, they were talking about it in the press conference.
Yeah.
Verstappen's never going to give it up if he's in front. Just to make Megan happy, I'll mention Alonso, maybe, possibly, but they're more midfield at the current moment.
What are we talking about?
Who's going to be our 8th winner?
It's hard.
If it's not Perez.
Oh, the 8th winner?
Yeah.
I don't think one of the current non-winners are going to win this one. I think one of the 7. One of the 7.
One of the 7.
Because all of the...
My Wi-Fi has gone nuts up here in the commentary box in terms of YouTube, so apologies if our chats aren't coming through. I mean, if I'm going for any... Megan's actually just put the nail literally on the head of who I was going to say. Yuki Tsunoda.
I picked in my mind who I think who will be the 8th winner. If there is one.
If there's anybody who's going to do it, I think it would be Yuki Tsunoda. I genuinely
think
do.
so too.
Yeah.
I'm just going to re-stick.
This is fun.
Just need to make sure it's
Just
like it's
blue tags.
coming up.
I need to take a
Just
photo.
notice.
Yeah, go on. Oh, Russell's top, by the way, 144.255. Go on, GT.
On the Mercedes, they've got like little bits of string, must be like rubber, that they're looking at how the air flows. They've got them all around the top of the halo.
That's an old trick.
That is an old trick.
What?
String. Puppets.
Yeah. Like a puppet on a string.
Exactly what I was thinking.
If they go on board with
Sadie Shaw.
that Mercedes again,
Sadie Shaw?
see if they're there.
Sandy Shaw. Who's Sadie Shaw?
I don't know.
Sandy Shaw, yeah.
I used to sing me.
Always on there too, mind you. What's the other one? No. How does that go?
We probably can't sing it.
You're confusing me now. How does that one go, puppet on a string?
I'll show you later. I do know it.
I wonder if one day that you say that you care. If you
Can
say you
we
love
sing?
me madly, I'd gladly be there like a puppet on a string. There you go. I just couldn't remember how it went. It's chucking me up the wall now. Piastri with the 144.078 goes into second. Verstappen's retaken top with a 143.372 on the soft compound tyre.
Why is
As we
Norris
head past how far?
slow right now?
He's
Better be on a slow lap.
He did his time on the medium. He's now gone softs now to set a better time.
Okay.
In fact, he's just starting to push that
Is
now.
he just testing all of them?
Yes, he is. This is Max coming out of Malmedy, getting a
Ooh.
floor on the curb and putting a rear tyre on the gravel.
That in the race.
Well, Max Verstappen, everyone criticised David Croft, and we said it jokingly in our commentary, about how, I can't believe that sim racing, doing until 3 a.m. in the morning, getting 4 hours of sleep, and then getting up and doing another 3 hour stint before going to the Grand Prix, must have done him any good.
I've got a funny
Yeah.
Instagram reel I'll show you later.
Yeah, but then Crofty apparently kept saying it. We mentioned it once, joked about it, let it go.
And
Crofty
we were
apparently-
impressed that he was likely tired and still keeping up.
I was very impressed with it as well. And then Crofty apparently took the opposite approach and said about, he shouldn't be doing that, blah, blah, blah. And then it appeared that Helmut Marko and the team, Christian Horner and Max Verstappen, have all agreed that that will never happen again.
Yeah.
But then Max came out yesterday and said, I haven't been banned from sim racing late at night. I'm a 3-time world champion. I know what I can
He's
and
a
cannot
grown-up.
do.
He can do what he wants.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Red Bull are going to have to get the whip out a little bit. I know he's their special Gordon boy and everything, but if he keeps sim racing, keeps on losing Grand Prix, he won't be an F1 driver for much longer because they won't stand for it. They will put a stop to him sim racing.
I
during
mean,
the Grand Prix weekend.
if he could just do it this weekend again too, that would be nice.
It's the equivalent of getting ready to do a boxing match and playing WWE on your PlayStation.
Or Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, that is the most exhausting
Wario
sport.
cheats. There's Sergio Perez.
Do you remember that game on the Xbox 360 that was just like automatically on the thing where it's like running around and stuff and jumping? It was a bit like Ninja Warrior, but
Total Wipeout, a bit like that.
yeah, that game that was a bit like that.
The game I had to buy.
Yeah,
Yes, I remember it.
I love that game.
I loved it too.
It was so colourful. I wonder if we can find it for PS5. There it is.
With your PlayStation 4.
Yes.
You ever going to take that?
Soon?
You mean soon? I've had the PlayStation.
I don't know.
I've had the PlayStation since 2021.
I don't know.
Ricardo up towards the line and goes 7th, 144.950. Nice one.
What was that game called?
Wipeout.
Oh, it just was called Wipeout.
Yeah.
Hey, we need that game again because that was so fun.
I think it was an Xbox only.
Oh.
Look at Perez. He's done the same as Verstappen. Exit of Malmedy. I love this gyro cam that they've got in the cars this season.
Who's gonna crash?
Perez again, touching that
Sunday.
curb. Omi, we saw Rafael Villa-Gomez have a massive shunt there in F2. It now looks like it could be the curb that's the problem, isn't it, as well? How much it's closing down.
Who's gonna crash on Sunday?
Stroll. It's always Stroll. Adam says, Megan, I like the San Francisco 49ers as well. Why? Because of running back Christian McCaffrey, former Carolina Panthers RB. Right back.
Oh, cool. I also just picked Sargent.
Is that heater or fan?
Fan.
Okay. Personally,
Yeah, 49ers.
I just didn't want Taylor to win, and then she bloody won.
We became fans of the 49ers.
They had it until the final second of the game
I'm
as well.
still so annoyed. They made the wrong last play.
Yeah. They didn't go defense, did they?
Yeah. That one last play cost them it.
I'm still not over it.
Neither am I. And now we've got a whole new season.
Yeah, it's going to be fun now. Nice to watch it. Stroll comes in.
I watch American football a lot more than I watch British football. That's what I've noticed.
I don't know why they call it the World in baseball, the World Series, when it's only in America.
I don't know either.
To be fair, in 2020, when MotoGP... Spider. When MotoGP... Get rid of it.
Up! Up! Up!
Not a broom in
Not
Harry
down!
Potter.
Away! Not down! Perez!
I'm really starting to know what the guy is doing on entries.
Is that mainly low speed?
All speeds, low speed and medium. I don't have the feeling of what's going on.
That's not positive.
That's what it looked like, Ted.
Perez is struggling out there then as well at the moment.
I don't know where it is now.
I always trust Megan to lose sight of things that are important. Taking my
Are you
gloves off for a
still on
second.
there?
Yeah, look, I'm bandaged up like crazy. Oh,
Spider? Oh, actually, I do know spiders can jump.
It's my palm that's irritating me at the moment. Stroll with a 144.814 goes into 8th place as well. They're all congested up together at the moment. That's what I'm finding as well out here.
It's not on my hand, is it?
Oh, Verstappen and Piastri track done. Just look at that. Piastri's faster than the Red Bull in the straights. Don't see that often. It's like my palms now got it as well. It's like...
You must have touched something.
Oh, it's just won't shut up. I need a new one of these, I think, because look, it doesn't cover it. So I need a new one of right. Left's okay.
Hello, I'm back.
That's because right has been cut way too thin.
Left has been cut right too thin.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. Let's have a look at Alexander Albon as I rebandage myself.
Hits the curbs a bit too hard on both of the curbs there and there. Basically, his last corner, well, corners, are in need of improvement, but he did make it into 3rd position with a healthy sector 3 time. So
Maddie Patterson, if you're watching this as well, how the hell you coped and still do cope, I don't know, because I know you suffer the same as me with chapped skin because of it all, and it's painful. So big respect to Maddie, who has just finished playing both the Red Dead Redemption games. And naturally, of course, stole the donkey. Ginger. Her donkey's called Ginger.
I know. I still don't know what I did to get chased by the townspeople while I was on the horse. I never went off that horse! What did I do?
I left you for 2 minutes on my Red Dead Redemption 2 save file.
After you told me to go into the city after I was staying in the fields for ages. I liked the fields.
And I was an honourable man. And then you got hold of it and I lost honour. Do you know how long it took me to get back?
No.
I'd still got the honourable ending though in Red Dead Redemption 2.
Okay, that's good then. What did I do?
Don't know.
I don't know. I just walked.
You must have shot someone or something.
I don't know how to use the gun!
It's better than what David did playing Grand Theft Auto 4. Finds a shotgun, shoots the nurse.
Yeah.
Big lock up for Norris into the bus stop.
But in fairness, he kept it on the track.
And then dives into the pits.
Just like this needs doing.
Worst pit lane entry in all of motorsports, this one. It's too tight.
It is.
Can you hear that voice in the background, by the way?
I can.
That's Ben Constanduris. Bob is unwell this weekend, so best wishes to him. And also trackside this weekend, Michael Hill, presenting for Forum, World Superbike's paddock show host and commentator as well. He's out there.
It's the Le Mans Ben, isn't it?
Yes, it's Le Mans Ben, yeah. Constanduris, yeah.
Oh, I think it's coming back to me.
What is?
What I did.
What did you do?
I trampled some people with
That's
my
it.
horse.
That's it. You trampled him with Arthur, yeah.
I trampled a bunch of people.
Now, I forgot. Now, in Red Dead Redemption 2, you play as Arthur Morgan, don't you, for the first half? I forgot he was called Arthur Morgan. And when I named my horse, I named him Arthur. Because of Doctor Who. Good name for a horse. And then, so basically, my character Arthur Morgan had a horse called Arthur. This is Arthur. This is his horse Arthur.
It was too hard to remember more than one name.
I cried. I had that horse throughout the entire story. I from the start to finish, I had that horse the entire time. It never died, never nothing. It was my horse. And no. When it got, because your horse gets killed at the end of Red Dead Redemption 2. When my horse died, I cried. I was like, I had kept you alive for so long, and that's how it happens. I've honestly been thinking about replaying Red Dead Redemption 2.
You should. I want to apologise to those village people I trampled. I think it was more than one, too.
I don't know why, but the game I always replay is... Oh, let's hear from Max. Talking of games.
What do you think our timings are?
You tell me the timings.
Apologies, Max.
All good.
It's not a guessing game!
Do you know that's the greatest?
The game you keep replaying.
I don't know what's going on at Red Bull at the moment, but I think GP needs mental health leave.
Yeah.
He's apologising to Max for asking him a question. Yeah, I always replay Uncharted. Love it. That's my favourite series.
I still need to completely finish Lost Legacy.
You did finish Lost Legacy?
No. I got very close to the end, and then guess what happened? GCSEs. So I haven't played it in quite a few years. I want to play it again.
Yeah.
I'm paying summer break.
If you have another £5, you can get it back. Megan thinks I'm joking. There's Gianpiero Lambesi.
Wait till September.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're not doing Not Kill. As a heads up.
When a different comes.
No. We're doing brands at the end of the year still, but they wanted 5 million insurance. They wanted a 5 million insurance policy. It's like, yeah, sorry, I'll just get that out of thin air. To come into it, yeah. Anyway, on to a break then. Let's head back to BBC Radio 5 Live.
Because of cost and also space.
Yeah, A1GP didn't end well. So.
No. And then you have the argument of, do the drivers want to do it? Because actually, do they ever really want to be in the same machinery? How much do they back themselves? Maybe Logan Sargent's amazing. And he's better than Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton, and we just didn't know it all along. I mean, the Olympics is my absolute 2 favourite weeks for sport ever. I absolutely adore it. I was watching the Rugby Sevens last night, very sadly watching Ireland lose to Fiji, although they were robbed. Well, probably not allowed to say that, but I adore...
And you were listening to that on 5 Live, of course.
I was.
Yeah,
I was actually watching it on the BBC iPlayer because it wasn't on the main channel. Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah, I mean, I absolutely...
Plug.
Well, there you go. I adore the Olympics, so I would like to see motorsport there. But it's tricky, it's expensive. You don't actually have a lot of participation in terms of, percentage versus the other sports that perhaps we do. So, yes, agree, would love to see it. Tricky, go-karting, I'm all in.
Yeah, there is a thing called the Motorsport Games, which sort of runs a bit like an Olympics. I have to admit, I don't know much about it, but I think that's the closest you probably get. Or maybe actually the Race of Champions. That's always a bit of fun at the end of the year.
Yeah, but it gets competitive and it is a bit of fun. It's the old guard, isn't it, basically?
It's sort of old and young. I remember one year...
Is the engine okay? How we can be slower on the first sector?
We are checking everything for now.
That was Fernando Alonso asking, is the engine okay? Because he feels quite slow out there. He's down in 12th at the moment, 1.7 seconds off. Teammate Stroll is a little up the road in 10th spot, but Aston Martin continuing to work through a tough period in their season as it currently lies. Yeah, Pascal Wehrlein did Race of Champions once and won it, I seem to remember.
Right, okay, you've proved my point.
Well, he's not the old guard, he's quite young.
No, but he's not the best either, is he? Let's be honest. I mean, is he FE champion?
Formula E champion.
Yeah, Formula E champion. I knew you were going to throw that at me. Yeah,
you can't knock him for that.
Formula E, where all F1 drivers go to continue their career. So, I don't know. No, it's difficult. It's a tricky one, but, you know, that people have tried it to some degree and it doesn't really work. I think there are enough other sports that probably deserve a place in it, like squash. It blows my mind that squash isn't in the Olympics slightly. And then you have other sports which are... so, yeah, it's a tricky one. I don't know how you do it, but I would love to see it.
Bit of breakdancing. Are you a fan of that in the Olympics?
Is it a sport?
What defines a sport?
How long is this show?
BBC F1.
Come back for FP2, I'll have a better answer for you.
What defines a sport? That's the question we're asking. I will have you know that as teammates, Pascal Wehrlein beat Esteban Ocon in the championship, although Ocon did only do half the season. So there's that. But he also beat him in the second half of the season more often than not.
But then why did Ocon keep a seat and Pascal Wehrlein didn't? Although Wehrlein's now a champion.
Politics.
It's always politics.
It's always
with
politics. No, Wehrlein, I think he was at Sauber, wasn't he? And then they got with Ericsson and Wehrlein was in the shootout for the Mercedes seat to replace Hamilton.
Well, he was a Mercedes young driver, wasn't he?
Yeah, and I think it was between Wehrlein and Bottas, and obviously Bottas won that out.
Is the engine okay? How we can be slower on the first sector?
We are checking everything, Fernando.
Fernando Alonso there doesn't know what is going on with his engine.
What's new when it comes to Aston Martin?
Oh, talking of engines, Alpine are very close to announcing that Mercedes are going to be their engine suppliers until the hybrid energy comes in after 2026.
Oh.
Yeah. I think we can all agree that Formula E is kind of the Formula 1 graveyard.
It is kind of, if you think about it.
What, do you mean that every single driver there has been in Formula 1? Yeah. It used to be IndyCar, didn't it?
Yeah. Still is kind of.
Yeah, but Formula E is a world championship and the racing's actually getting good again. Io Komatsu is our team principal talking with Rach.
Medium speed corner, so really needs to improve the car to be a bit more competitive on that.
Aya, you've announced Esteban Ocon as joining the team for next year. You're going to have two very tall drivers in your car. We were discussing this earlier, but I'm sure with Hulkenberg having been there this year, you've got a chassis to accommodate them both. Just talk to us about that signing of Esteban.
Yeah, obviously, we needed somebody who can provide us with a good reference because we got Ori in the other car, and then somebody who's really believes in our project and committed with a strong work ethic, and they 100% believe that Esteban can give us that. So very happy that we managed to sign Esteban. I'm really looking forward to get started.
Aya-san, just looking at the Constructors' Championship table, you guys have done a great job to break away from Alpine and Williams, it looks like, at the moment. Is your fight to try and get RB in 6th? Where do you think the battle is between you guys?
Yeah, I think obviously we had a couple of races with very good results, so we managed to score 20 points in 20 races, which was great. But as you can look at it now here, the competitiveness goes up and down so much depending on the circuit. So, we cannot be complacent at all. Of course, we're trying to get to P6, but I'm sure, some races, Williams, Alpine, they're going to be strong as well. So, yeah, we just focus on trying to do the best job at every race. That's all we can do.
So just to pick up, it's Bernie here on what you said at the top with you struggling in Sector 2. I think given the progress of the team, it's a pity to hear that. We've seen you regularly score points. So what is it specifically about Sector 2 here? There's a few things. It's not fresh tarmac in a lot of that sector. It's windy out there, or is it more car specific to you guys?
Yeah, I don't have the full answer yet, but certainly the tarmac is having a big influence, I believe. So we're struggling a lot more in terms of car characteristics over the old tarmac. So it's something we really need to look at it after FP1. And of course, we got a new rear wing as well, obviously trying to achieve a better compromise between those sector 1-3 versus sector 2. So we need to look at that after this session, trying to get a better setup for FP2.
And just a final thing for me then is obviously you split the tyres between a medium and a hard in the first run, and you're now probably going to go on, I would imagine, and split that in the long run information on P1. How do you see the rest of the weekend panning out in terms of that tyre usage for you?
Yeah, again, it's really depending on what we can improve on the sector 2 as well. How we can use the tyres between those medium and hard tyres. So it's a bit too early to say at this minute, but that's why we are splitting, just to get the best information from FP1 and then prepare best for FP2.
Great, thank you very much for the moment, Io, and we'll talk to you again across the weekend. Thank you.
Thank you.
They talk too long.
They do.
Right,
So
Russell
tiring.
across the line and stays in fourth. He's doing long laps. Ironically enough, I'm not going to switch back to it, but if you look at our times going now in terms of, yes, everyone's set their fast time on the softs, but if you look at what they're on right now, it kind of looks like Deadpool's Wolverine.
Oh yeah, it does.
Softs and mediums, yeah, as well as Hamilton runs off the track and down at the com. Just turns in rear, snaps at him. He went flying there a couple of years ago, similar to what Max did last weekend in Hungary with Alonso.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I'm very surprised because even last year, you wouldn't get Megan sitting in here for practice sessions and doing every F1 session. This year, you've only missed one Grand Prix in Japan. You've been in every
Did I
other
do a
commentary.
practice session, sir?
Nope, no. You've only missed one weekend, which is Japan.
Felt out of touch after one.
Do you reckon you'll be here for the rest of the year?
Who knows?
It would be quite funny if you did 23 out of the 24 races. Damn, one off.
Next year. Just does everything.
To be fair, I don't know what you don't. It's not like you're doing much on a Sunday for 2 hours.
I think I had an assessment to do.
Yeah.
And that's why I missed it.
And if I remember correctly, you haven't missed any MotoGP this year yet.
No.
At all. Which is...
Oh, wait, no. I missed one.
Which one?
Wait, have I?
Nope. America, Maddie ended up trackside.
I could have sworn I missed one.
No, you have not missed one MotoGP this year. We've tallied sprint races.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you must have. Have I done a Grand Prix? Right. Here's the thing. I don't think you've missed a weekend of MotoGP, but I think
I have missed a race.
Yeah, but I think we've.
But
Yeah.
I think I slightly commentated on one of them.
Yeah, I think we shifted commentary roles together.
Yeah.
So technically you haven't.
Yeah. On a technicality, I'm good.
Yeah. But you've still done everything in the weekend. Yeah.
McLaren are really slow right now, and I'm saying this with them being in 2 seconds.
You missed the Qatar
and
sprint.
Yes,
You
I
weren't.
did.
Yeah, you weren't there for that.
Yes, I did.
And then we're never doing the German Grand Prix like we did, that sprint race like we did again.
No.
That was too difficult. Kneeling down in a green screen.
That was painful.
That was really bad. When your money comes in, do us all a favour. Buy a new camera so that we don't have to do that. Like that one up there.
Well, guess what you have now?
What?
George Russell struggling out there at the moment.
You have something else now.
Oh, the iMac, yeah.
That will help. I'm hungry.
Oh, look, you're 8 minutes away from going.
Perfecto. Though I don't know what there is for lunch. I generally don't!
Do you like quiche?
No.
Do you like smoky bacon?
I mean, I could try it.
Megan, just cook. This is great last night. Now, anyone who knows an air fryer and has an air fryer and puts chips in an air fryer knows that what you do is you put your frozen chips in the air fryer, you plug it in the air fryer, and then you turn the temperature and time dial. Megan didn't know what the hell to do. It's 4 steps. Chips in,
Oh, I've
2
never
dials,
used it before.
go.
Never used it before. I'm used to cooking on, like, a grill or the stove or the oven.
With the air fryer nice though? And this is the girl who's got to now cook our curry tonight.
They were a little bit hard on a couple of them, and that might just be because of the freezer.
Yeah.
And you kept taking it off and on it.
I am ratatouilleing you tonight. I'm going to be put it like, just like, give me that. In fact, I'll just hold your hands over it and cook myself. Hamilton.
Okay, copy, Lewis. Let us know what you need.
And I don't want the bouncing back.
So Lewis is bouncing bad. As he tries to have a go. We've got 6:37 to go.
Albon's doing it too.
Oh, he's up into third place at the moment with soft tyres. Williams go well here in qualifying.
They do.
I said Albon would be a shocker. In fact, I think I gave on the Grid Network, on the Grid Tonight show on Grid Network, I gave who would be out in Q1. I can't remember now off the top of my head. I said Ocon, Gasly, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, and Zhou. Yeah, can't remember now. I'll find out. JT is probably diving back now. Long show, that one. Do you know what? Even though this is just it's practice day, there's only 6 things on today, isn't there? God, does it feel long?
Yeah. How long have we been in this box?
55 minutes for you.
Some corners are very obvious, some corners are very unpredictable.
So for you Tsunoda, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe.
Why does he
strong.
sound so much like Max?
Guys.
Then.
Yes, JT.
It has been confirmed Max Verstappen 10-place grid penalty.
Oh, now that was a rumour coming into this weekend that we've yet to have it been officially said. Thank you, JT. So Max Verstappen carries a 10-place grid penalty coming into this weekend for a new internal combustion engine.
Imagine
And
if
Yuki will start from the back of the grid for multiple new components.
So Yuki's going to start from Brussels.
Basically.
Sorry. Let's just say this once and all. Max won't be on pole! And Max can't overtake anymore! Yay!
That means that out of the... Okay, I don't know how many of them have their kind of home race. Because I know only of like at least 2 of the drivers who are half Belgian.
Yeah. It's Norris and Verstappen, isn't it?
Yeah, championship leaders.
This
competing, and just one of them so happens to have a grid penalty.
Norris needs to win and Max needs no points.
Yes. That is needed.
God, that will set the summer break up with 10 to go, like... Really will go, like, with 10 races to go, like, what on earth's going to happen next? That's an interesting nose ring. It had a chain over it either side. I've never seen that before. This is Lewis Hamilton with the Love is Love helmet, Thierry Blanchimont.
Norris could actually have a chance this weekend.
What's that?
Norris could have a chance this weekend. And maybe we can have a second McLaren 1-2, except swapped around.
Max has not won since June.
It's been a good month.
Like the week before the Le Mans 24-hour race.
So he actually hasn't won for like a month.
Yeah. Over a month now.
Why are you down?
It was that triple header, wasn't it? Didn't win Austria, didn't win Silverstone, did
Yeah,
it?
then a week break. Why is he down?
So this time a month ago. Still, I think everyone's got a little bit of F1 fatigue. 5 races inside 6 weeks is still quite a lot.
Yeah. Imagine if it was 52.
Oof. I'm just glad that this weekend there's no IndyCar or NASCAR. The next couple of weeks, thank you Olympics, because the next couple of weeks is like, then it'd be like, it's the end of the year. Getting close to the round of 16 now, which should be good. Do you reckon it's possible that I could take the iMac with me to Brands and do the Japanese Grand Prix like that?
No.
The Japanese. Yeah. MotoGP back next weekend. Coverage details will be announced in due course for the British Grand Prix.
Why are none of them improving? Like
They're all on medium tyres. Everyone's now just doing laps in the dry.
They really are just doing the Wolverine.
Effectively, practice 1's turned into practice 2. Have you noticed?
Yeah, they're gonna get all the excitement then. Because what is this?
Well, it's due to rain this afternoon, so everyone's doing their race data now. But
slow data.
Problem is, you never know with Spa. Because we're in the middle of a forest, Spa has its own microclimate.
Sometimes it can be rain consistently. Sometimes it can be sunny or windy.
Does somebody get ready for tomorrow, because it looks like it's going to be another 2021. They're sat there all
I wouldn't
day.
mind.
I would rather do the touring cars, to be fair.
Oh, Sonoda's chosen his new target for this weekend.
Who?
Lando.
Oh, yeah. Here's Will Joseph. Let's have from Logan Sargent.
My tires look like they've been through the gauntlet, man. They look destroyed.
If that's current, that's the
The
soft
what?
tire he's talking
What?
about.
The what? The what?
The gauntlet. It's an American Anglias.
What is it?
Like a goulash.
Huh?
Prison fight.
Ah, riot.
Logan Sargent using his Americas against him. America. September 10th.
What about it?
That's going to be the presidential debate between Kamala Harris.
Are you joking?
And Donald Trump. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's just flirting with it, isn't it, a bit? Yeah.
So close.
I always find it ironic that Donald Trump was there the next day. It was on 9/12. But he earned quite a bit of money from it as well. Yeah. Quite a lot of people did actually as well. It's how the FBI was able to find out who was involved, because who made profits on 9/12.
So,
check the flags out, by the way. I mean, do you really think Dad watches all those documentaries and nobody listens at this point?
I listen.
So do I.
You watched a new one the other week.
Of course you did. Let's have Lando Norris.
And Lando, opportunity, turn 8, careful of dog-legging, focus on throttle pickup.
Dog-legging, Karoo.
What?
So I think that in terms of the way he applies the throttle, you know, is he getting on the power, holding it at a lower percentage for a period of time, and then picking it?
So Lando's dogging at turn 8.
It's impressive, the angle. How does that even work?
I can't believe I have to deal with this from you two.
Of all the things to name it.
No.
When he first said that, I was generally thinking, is there a dog out on the track?
I was generally thinking it was a dog as well, to be fair.
Just like, never heard that term before, ever. Apparently neither of the commentators. No commentator has ever heard that term before.
Dog licking? What the hell is that?
I don't know, but they need a new term for it, as well as a couple other things. Because some of it is just...
Just reminded that woman now who did that song, We Were Dogging. Do you remember that the comedian, wasn't it?
Victoria Wood?
No, it's another one. She's got her and her husband got a new car, so we took it dogging.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about. Is she blonde?
All about late 50s, early 60s, grey hair, piano, a bit like Victoria Wood, but not Victoria Wood.
I think I know who you're talking about.
You're thinking of Victoria Wood when she was on the piano going, I'm Pamela Patricia, but they call me Pam.
Yeah. Well, that didn't sound good.
He switched off Gardner's question.
That didn't sound good from
practice
Alvin
starts. Yeah, let's get back to the action, shall we? Practice starts coming out of the track. Lando Norris, Megan, you've dropped your mic shield. Where is Lando? He's coming through turn 12 and 13. Fanya! The Fanya chicane. It's either it's either called Fanya or Piff Paff.
Neither are names which cannot not be.
Or Puong.
Who named these?
I don't know. You got La Source, Eau Rouge, Radion.
So we've got one that's a drink.
Yeah, the Kemmel Straight. Then you've got Le Com, Malmedy, Ravage, Ix, Puong.
These are very intriguing names.
Puong, Fanya, Stavalo, Curve de Port Frere, Blanchimont, Buster.
When they named Fanya,
Well, it's either that or
it was just a
Piff-Paff.
really hot day, and someone misheard.
Yeah. It's either it's Fanya or Piff Paff, but it's Fanya. There's the string. There's the string. That's a very old technique as well, to see which way the airflow is going over the halo. You might have seen that technique in the Ford Ferrari film when they're trying to make the GT40 go faster. Because the air was getting underneath the front of the wing and it was pushing it up, so the string went straight up. Looks like I'm a doctor now, doesn't it? If anyone was wondering why I'm wearing gloves, I've got a really bad skin condition at the moment, so I'm bandaged up in several areas, and the gloves are to protect our fingers.
That was a bad start. Well, it's a slow one.
Yeah.
Must
Basically,
be a
I have no
bit slow.
skin on my hands, basically, at the moment, as Megan can clarify. It's very bad. Now my palm itching.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
No, it's very painful, Megan.
Not you!
Max top, Piastri second, Albon third. Very unusual top three. Russell's fourth, Hamilton fifth. As everybody's now completed their practice starts.
The usual ones, apart from a couple, I just down the order for some reason. I just don't think they have really given it their all. They're sandbagging it.
Now, do I make a normal curry where I put one rice and one sauce in for three of us, which doesn't give us much, or do I make a super curry and put both in?
Depends. How much food do we have to eat?
Not a lot, so I'm thinking about making the super curry.
I mean over the course of the 8 days.
Oh, well, yeah, enough. I'm cooking a shepherd's pie.
There's 4 porks in the freezer.
Pork and sausages.
Remember, one of them at least is mine. There's 4 of them.
Finger hurts like crazy.
Stop moving it.
I'm just trying to crack it.
Leave it. If it doesn't want to crack, it doesn't want to crack.
Look at me. I'm looking like it's swollen. We're still watching the cars on the track despite the fact the checkered flag's come out. Anyone notice
It came out so long ago. I swear they've done like 2 laps.
The flag came out 6 minutes ago.
Do they know?
I don't know. They're all coming in, but usually Sky have given up by now and they fly back and show us the results. The world feed has not gone off for 6 minutes.
They have a lot of hope.
Yeah, it's going on a while, this one. I suppose I've got closing thoughts, Megan.
It was a very slow practice one.
Amy?
Hello. Slow, not too exciting, but I guess we'll work out how the pace is looking like throughout the rest of the weekend, and yeah.
That's me on a bicycle. Slow. Not very good. I'll go on to later. JT.
Calling me to complain.
Are we...
It's too
Guys,
hard,
are we
get out of
actually
here.
sure that was an hour, not like an 8-hour in Indy
God,
500 practice session? Because that was...
I'm not sure.
It was long.
That dragged and dragged and dragged,
It did.
and that definitely felt like an hour and a half.
Can we just have the
practice
rain
session,
now? Yeah, it
normal
did.
Practice
Yeah.
one.
I agree with you, JT.
We need the rain. Max 10-place grid penalty, so we'll see what happens with that. They're probably talking about it now.
I love Helmut Marko because one of those glasses is fake. It's just normal glass because he's got a glass eye. So one of those glasses is fake.
It's funny. The Instagram reel I saw was, do you know how children not often just, like playing games and then they pretend to be asleep and then go back to playing games and get caught?
Yeah.
It was that, but Max playing...
He's racing sim.
Yeah, the racing sim, and Helmut Marko coming down the stairs to check on him, and then just like that, and just like, ha!
It's lights out and away you go to bed, Maxie.
That was literally...
Now, you might notice as well that the fans are staying in their grandstand seats. That's because this morning the Apex filming crew were out and they're going back out again in between the two sessions to do the Parc Fermé scene. Right, here's the results then from what felt like an eternity of free practice one here in the Ardennes Forest. It's Max Verstappen who's fastest, with Oscar Piastri going in second and Alexander Albon is third.
The third I can't believe.
Yeah, no, George Russell goes fourth, Lewis Hamilton is fifth, Charles Leclerc sixth, Sergio Perez, who isn't a Grand Prix winner, despite being in a race-winning team, is in seventh. Lando Norris is in eighth, Carlos Sainz ninth, and Lance Stroll rounds up the top 10. Pierre Gasly is in 11th, with Fernando Alonso 12th, Daniel Ricciardo's 13th, Valtteri Bottas 14th, Logan Sargent's 15th, Yuki Tsunoda's 16th, Nico Hülkenberg 17th, Kevin Magnussen 18th, Zhou Guanyu 19th, and Esteban Ocon is in 20th place. That was boring, wasn't it?
Yeah, I agree. Do you know, the last two races I've been able to fit on just half a page.
It's because you haven't been writing things, you've just been commentating on it because it's been so dramatic.
True.
Yeah? Right, okay. Well, my thanks. Well, my thanks to Megan, my thanks to JT, my thanks to Amy, my thanks to all of you as well. It is Max Verstappen who's top, but has a grid penalty going into the race. Practice 2 for 3:45 as well. Practice 3 tomorrow, Saturday morning, 11:15. Qualifying at 2:45. And race on Sunday, on air at 1. Lights out at 2. And then also this weekend, British Touring Car Championship. All the action tomorrow with practice 1, 2 and qualifying with JT. Sunday, race 1 and 3 with myself, and JT takes you through race 2. Martin Brundle's got changed, and we'll see you later on today for all the action. Bye-bye.